And hello everybody, welcome on back to another episode of Shapes.io. As always, I am Tyler, your pop punk butt, and we're gonna go ahead and hop right on into things. So today, what are we doing? How are you feeling? We got both of these shapes getting delivered. This I kind of want to hold off on for a while because it's just gonna be really annoying. Everything else is kind of good speed-wise though. So I think our best bet is let's just go ahead and get started on level 18. Um, let's actually clear you off of there. So we just need a bit of green. So we need green full circles, green half stars, and then yellow half circle. Okay, that won't be too bad. Yeah, so yellow and red's gonna give us a green. So we got circles here, we can draw green, red. Yeah, so let's do that then. So take you like that. Right, hold on. Get rid of that. We're gonna go take these circles. I had enough time to toggle my mute to make sure I sneezed and wasn't super loud. But yeah, hopefully everyone is doing well today, taking care of themselves. I am just vibing, enjoying some Shapes.io at 2 in the morning. Because like I said, I make good decisions with my time. But yeah, we're here, doing what we can, and we're just gonna go for it. So I want you like that, and then I need to grab one of these setups. I'm excited for when they add in like a blueprint book, because I'm pretty sure that's something that's planned, and that's going to be very useful for this game for sure. Let's go ahead and just start with that one. For right now, we'll take you, go ahead and feed in our shapes through here. But yeah, so the reason why I'm recording so late is because I just got through playing some Phasmophobia with some friends. I haven't been making as much Twitch content recently, but yeah, I kind of hang around, play things with some friends, and go from there. And if you haven't played it, Phasmophobia is a lot of fun. At least, you know, if you have people that actually like want to play it with you. But it's definitely worth it because it's just a good time. You get to hunt some spooky ghosts. And I was like, if you're not... It's just always fun because it's like, with me, I don't really get scared at all. So when I play those games, I'm just kind of the rock of the group. I'm like, don't worry, just don't be scared, I got you. And then, you know, like, they make it, you know, specifically scary where it's like the ghost will, like, make, like, a moaning noise in your ear or something like that, where it's just like, it's literally just watching me. And for me, I'm just kind of like, yep, that's a thing. It just doesn't bother me at all, and everyone, but you know, my friends are all just like, there's a lot of screaming involved and just being like, nope, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here. And I was like, it's fine, what could happen? what could go wrong? I do have a really good clip that I'm a part of for a friend of mine because we're ghost hunting, and so we go into this building, and I like tempting fate when I play games like that because I'm just like, I'm not the one that's gonna be scared when we're playing. So what that means is I say things like, what was it? Oh, we were playing and I was like, nothing can possibly go wrong as long as we're here together. And the instant that I said that, the ghost showed up and closed the door, like separating the both of us. And so the really good clip that was turned into a TikTok is my friend and I walking into the house, me saying that, and then instantly it was that, and then it just like, she starts to scream and it like zooms in on her face and it's like, we'll be right back. Definitely one of my more favorite clips that I've been a part of because, like I said, just playing and I'm like, I'm gonna tempt fate by saying this. I know it. And I certainly did. And it's just a lot of fun to kind of be in that situation and be like, well, I'm sorry, but also I'm not sorry at all. I was like, cause obviously to some degree, like I go out of my way to try and create that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's actually copy this one more time. I know this is overkill for how many shapes we're making, but we can afford it because why not? I just am more interested in progression and discussion than I am on the efficiency and niceness of things for now. Yeah, we'll pull from the screen. But yeah, it was like, so I just got finished doing that, which is why I'm recording this so late. And then I know for granted I had technically 2 days because I've been doing backlogs a lot better. So I'll typically record like 2 episodes kind of back to back. But today I decided just to do, I think I'm doing just the one today. Just because it's late and I still need to do some reading and stuff like that for classes, but the fun part about being on this sleep schedule is that even though I have stuff going on for school, I'm just like, oh, well, I'll just still be up till, 5 in the morning, go to sleep, and then wake up for class that I have at 10:30, and then go until the end of the day where I just, who needs to sleep when you can just not? And speaking of, so it's 2 right now. Last night I stayed up till 7 in the morning with a group of friends because one of my friends was streaming Rocket League and she was kind of in like open chat in her Discord, so we all got to kind of jump in and just hang out, have a good time. And so one of my friends has a name that is very easily read as Coral. So what this means is that we started an entire Team Coral, and things have just kind of gone downhill from there. It's been a great experience so far, honestly. So we want to take this and go down. So we created Team Coral, which is a huge meme team. I think we secured a subreddit for it. We secured like pretty much just everything that we could possibly think of, just like off the top of our heads. What can we do with this? How ridiculous can we be, right? So we were up till 7 in the morning because it started off just like as a joke, and then we slowly kept bringing out more and more stuff with just being like, oh, okay, here's how we can do this. And like, we have someone in the group that's like, I'm pretty sure like a professional graphic designer, just from watching like, one, his process, and two, how quickly and like how well he handled things, and like how bad he made things. Because, you know, if you ever like do anything with graphic design, you 100% can see when someone's like genuinely skilled with it, because they know exactly what to be looking for, right? Well, imagine that being the case, and then being like, okay, but because I know how to make things look good, I also know how to make them look awful. So we've got like a just disgustingly gross like icon, like profile picture, header, all sorts of things where you're just like, you would never use this in a serious capacity because it just doesn't look good at all. But the fact that it was designed so poorly is what makes it great. So, you know, it was like, we went through all this stuff, we did a bunch of work on that end. We were looking into actually starting starting the editing of like an intro for like Call of Duty montages for Cold War getting ready to release. So we're like, what if we just make Team Coral a thing, and then like immediately have content from the new COD out, and just it's a bunch of clips and stuff like that, and it's just been you know, all sorts of fun. Let's take you, and we're gonna grab you and do that. You'll come down over here. But yeah, so, you know, like I said, it's just been a lot of fun, just kind of really ridiculous stuff that we've been. Oh, oof. We need to stop that. Do that. And we need to flip all of these. There we go, and then boom. Oh, oops. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. But I think that should be good now. This is, you know, more benefits of just tired brain, but you know, it's like we've gone through way too much effort than we really should have for something like this. But the best part about, honestly, what I really love about this community that I've become a part of is that we can do stuff like this. We can just be dumb and have a nice time, and it's just it's easy. It's like, there's very few people that I've met that I like do not get along with, and that's a really nice feeling, because it's just like, yeah, no, just almost everyone's like extremely kind and chill and generous. And obviously with any online community, you're gonna run into people that you're gonna have issues with, and you know, I was like, if you can attempt to put that aside, then, you know, that's a pretty big step just on its own. So, you know, like I said, I'm not gonna bad talk anyone, but like I said, it's just outside of that, I was like, there's very few issues that I have with the community. There's, you know, like I said, everyone's just genuinely nice and works hard, and everyone's just very positive, and it's a nice change of pace. It's very interesting to be friends with a bunch of people that actually have like similar interests. I've mentioned before, but you know, it's like I go to school for game design, and I don't really get along with a lot of the people in it, and it's kind of disappointing, because it's just like, you know, there's a lot of people in there that are just very, I guess, not mature enough is probably the best way to explain it. And so, you run into a lot of issues where people just, want to talk about themselves being better than others. And, it's kind of like a lot of that traditional academia aspect where yeah, so we'll do that, and then that can go like that. But like a lot of the times in academia, it's all about proving like how good you are and stuff like that, and that goes to people's heads. And I don't know, I think it's always funny to me because it's like the concept of being humble is weird because you can be like, the moment that you say that you're a humble person, you kind of stop becoming a humble person because it's a humble brag. And I was like, I don't think it, obviously it doesn't like fully stop you from being a humble person, but it's like, it's hard to evaluate yourself and be able to give it in a convincing manner, where people just don't think that, you're like, oh, I'm better than people because I'm humble, or you're saying it to prove something as opposed to, anything else like that. What's going on with these? Why are we not getting enough? Let's see. Maybe if we just let this back up, it might make a difference. Because like, there's really no reason that it should be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I know why. Because it's got to rotate twice every time. This is that same issue that we've had before. So what we do is we'll take you and then go like that. And then that doesn't seem like it really makes sense. What if we go like that? We'll rotate everything only once. And then at the end, yeah, so we're gonna need to drain everything. Oh. But yeah, so like I said, obviously, like, I feel like I'm weird when I think about stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like there's a point to it where it's like, trying to tell people that you're humble is not a humble thing to do, but also, as a person who's able to, be aware of who they are, like you can make judgments like that for yourself. Hold on. That should be right now. So now when we hook this back up, there we go. That should make it at least a little bit faster. I'm not sure if it actually will or not, but should at least do us a little bit more. I guess maybe we'll just wait for it to back up right quick and then see how that goes from there. But yeah, so it's like I think about a lot of stuff like that, but being humble is something that you just got to kind of show to people as opposed to try to tell people that you are. See, so now I wonder, why is it... Oh, I know exactly what's going on. I could have sworn that I had cleared this at some point. I don't know, I must have still had it messed up at some point. So that's also probably part of the other reason why it was running so slow. Just like, that's got that in there too. But okay. Now I guess we can maybe see how this holds up. I'm trying to think what else, because like I said, we were up for quite a while last night, just, you know, talking about oh, that's right, because I also do a lot of music stuff. So I'm currently working on a rap that's a little based around the discussion that we had of Team Coral. So it's like a Team Coral Rocket League themed rap, which is a absolutely great idea. However, I've never done anything rap wise before, so it's definitely a new experience. But it is a lot of fun. It is very exciting. I like learning how to do new things a lot of the time, so so stuff like that's always just a brand new challenge. And I was like, because, you know, I do a lot of like singing. I've done a little bit of like songwriting too, but and then also, you know, recently I've gotten into writing things like poetry, which is, you know, another thing, like kind of in its own. Okay, then actually we can and you know, obviously it was like rap and poetry are not the same thing. However, when you have the perspective of one, you know how to make the other work. Let's see here. Yeah, see, there we go. Now we got a lot more going through. That'll start feeding in through here, and we should be doing some okay stuff. But that's going to be a bit of what we're just going to have to wait for this to go through. But hopefully we can at least kind of keep this near max. And at some point we'll have to make the new shapes, as this is a game about making shapes. Who would have thought? Certainly not me, but let's see. Yeah, that's better. That's fine for right now. Because we still have quite a good excess. I might switch the red ones over to purple soon. Just that way we can maybe get started on this, but we need to double up on that, and that's what the annoying part's going to be. Because I hate the pinwheel shapes in this game, honestly. But yeah, so pretty much I think it's a lot of what I wanted to at least get done over this episode, because now we're just in the waiting game. I was like, like I said, no, obviously I could be working towards that. We might be able to mess around with like some cleanup of some sort. Because like we may, I think we'll honestly probably be able to get rid of a bit of things. Because we're going to have way more than we're ever going to need for... Do we have anything that needs cyan right now? No. So yeah, we might just stop that there. Those like we don't really need to do anything with our circles right now. What was it? Because we already have the new shape set up. That's working along. That's working along. I may also just need to do some research on like what would be better for creating like the pinwheel shapes, because I feel like there's a lot of efficiency that you could definitely like do when you have to take halves and then put them together. But like, because honestly I just don't really like this setup. Like, I know it works and such, but I just feel like it could be better somehow. I just don't know how. I know, again though, ideally, you know, I just want the pinwheel shape, which, like I said, I think you can find it randomly generated, but it's definitely not common. But what if we just like, I don't know, because you know it's a infinitely generated map to my knowledge, so just, you know, go really far out and hope you find it, and then just bring it all the way back. But I love that, like, even when you go all the way out, you can still find, like, squares. So, I mean, that probably means that, like, statistically, you'll find a fully generated of any shape, because I think it increases the variance of shapes generated as you move out. Because obviously, you know, when you're at the home base, you've got full shapes, and like a certain area from the hub, and then once you start moving out, it starts getting into, okay, well, this is like a half thing, and then this one, you know, is most of a shape minus one piece, and then you run into like weird corners, and then you get shapes like that where it just kind of gives up on, like, this is literally every shape, one of just every corner. But that'll definitely be something to mess around with in the future. I want to make something better on that end. Just because, you know, you can always probably find more compact ideas. Like this setup here, I had never even, like, thought about for, like, building it just, you know, super quickly and easily. Well, I guess technically what I probably did was I worked on a lot of, like, these type of designs, but instead of just going straight through, I would always, instead of bringing the output like through a tunnel, I would always just have that be the main one, and then the rest would go underneath. So I guess maybe I have thought about this, I just looked at it slightly differently and then realized, like, oh, there's a faster way to build this. Because, you know, I looked at the speed runs and everything, which I feel a little disappointed that I didn't stick with it. I didn't actually end up doing anything speedrun wise. I don't have any runs or anything posted, but there's always other games that I'll eventually be able to do and enjoy on that end. So it's okay that it's not this one, but yeah, so it's like we're already almost about halfway through that goal. I may just let this run for a little bit while I do a couple things, and we can, you know, jump a little ahead. I always make sure to stop it before we get the progression. I'm not gonna forget about that and, you know, ruin it for myself and when we play it here. But, you know, if I got the 180-degree rotator, that would solve problems like... where am I doing that? Here. Because it was like, then I could just have the one at the end, and I wouldn't need to rotate it like that on that end, but obviously that's not too big of a deal in the first place. I do think it would be fun to experiment with the double painters, because it, you know, they can dye 2 shapes while also only taking in 1 thing. So one dye. So we'll have to see how things go, but I was like, yeah, because we got the belt reader, we've got storage. So it's like slowly but surely we'll be unlocking some more tools here. However, I think on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end it. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you know when I release more content in the future, and leave any comments if you have anything you want to share with me. I try my best to respond as always, and yeah, like I said, I appreciate you watching, so enjoy the rest of whatever time zone you're in, and I will see you in the next episode.